Disclaimer: everything that is discussed, posted is strictly for educational and historical purposes only. It does not promote nor condone illegal activities. Big Thicket Kennels Gr Ch Ajax 6XW. Ajax came into my hands from some people who were in the A.P.B.T show in the outskirts of Texas. They were updating their patio because it was difficult to keep good dogs in that place. So I got through a phone call to contact them, and I was in my truck as soon as possible to get this awesome animal that we all know was Gr Ch Ajax. Ajax was like a work of art. No one would have taken it, because he didn't seem like the typical aggressive dog everyone wanted to have. He did not get used to the chain. In fact, most of my dogs didn't have all of that foreplate material. The reason I chose Ajax was because of its big head and tall frame. I did not choose it for its color since all the puppies looked the same. When I took him to my house, he was very nervous, but little by little he got used to it. Ajax was a very intense animal. He really got excited when he was around another animal. Ajax was a very young dog when he decided and asked for a ring. This was the beginning of a new era in bulldog history. I was skeptical about when to play Ajax. Living in an area where dogmen are jealous punks, it is difficult to get a concrete answer. Well, I started testing Ajax, and he showed he had good wins in his tests even though he was still a very young dog. My first match was with a man from Arkansas. He had a copy of the Collie bloodline that is very famous. Everyone thought that Ajax was not going to last long. Unfortunately, it only took Ajax 22 minutes to turn the favorite into a finished dog. Ajax on this match also pushed 2 pounds. His second match was with a dog that had a good record. He was the Hardy Boys Ch Trouble. This Bullison blood specimen, he was said to have been stolen from Bobby Hull's garden. Although Trouble lost, he was a real bulldog. For Ajax's third match, I enroll with my own cousin. He had been for some time in the Bulldogs and had been eager to shoot Ajax. So he and F. Ladnier started working on their dog. This was a red boy he had from a friend. We met that Saturday morning and it was like any other. Ajax ended his hopes in 53 minutes and that was the Ajax Championship. I went back home and put Ajax on the chain for a short time, as I had hooked him up to play again. By this time, I would be at the infamous Bleedwater Club of South Texas. This dog was the son of a bear about whom they talked a lot. You can imagine what happened. In 29 minutes the son of Oso was picked up. By this time terror was felt when talking about Ajax. Champion Gus, we had all talked about, was called to deal with Ajax. My partner from outside the Houston Aries Kennels had told me he was going to try to hook him. I subsequently told him that if he hooked it we would make Ajax a grand champion, and we would put it in history. Gus was a good bulldog and built an impressive record. Gus was from the War Eagle Garden. H. Hargrove said that Gus could beat Gr Ch Blackjack and this was the best dog he had ever seen. My friends told me it was true, as Hargroves had owned some great bulldogs like Gr Ch Outlaw, Gr Ch Rufus, Ch Bahram, Ch Croc, Ect. Odds were 7-1 favoring Gus. Ajax scratched like a rocket at 100 miles per hour and was on top of Gus in less than 05 minutes. A curious note is that I did not imagine that this match was going to be like this. At that time my dog became the Gr Ch Ajax. Well, as if Ajax hadn't proven enough, people still couldn't understand what he had accomplished. We would be heading back to the east and into a half-brother of Gr Ch Lucane, with Ch. Noriega. Couldn't ask people for a better dog. A guy picked us up from the airport and dropped us off at a hotel. We were going for our 6th victory and Noriega was going for his grand championship. The dogs were washed and the match began. I released Ajax and he shook Noriega's chest like he did Gus. We all expected another scenario like Gus, but Noriega was a better grappler than we thought. In fact, Noriega handled the fight better than Ajax. This dog was the best we had put on him. Things were even for Noriega in the first 30 minutes. After this Ajax started destroying Noriega. Finally, the handler picked up the great Noriega. Ajax had won his 6th, and once again he was very pleased. I will never forget Gr Ch Ajax. He always fought with a heart and will remain in our hearts forever. Well, there you have it folks, the story of Big Thicket Kennels Gr Ch Ajax 6XW.